It's baseball time in Texas. A very windy day here as we have District 32-6 action between the Los Fresnos Falcons and the Harlingen South Hawks. On the mound is Chase Roberts. As a must-win for both teams in 32-6A. Harlingen coming off two back-to-back losses. The first one being last Monday night in the Bird Bowl 6-3, and the second one being on Thursday night against the Wesco Panthers. While the Los Fresnos Falcons were one of three undefeated teams, fell to fellow undefeated San Benito on Thursday night, 7-13. As we have the 3-1 count here against Josh Munoz, the shortstop. Roberts working around here, but Harlingen South trying to bounce back both losses, trying to turn things around. In there for a strike now, full count on Munoz. Other games going on tonight, 32-6A, which all teams are keeping an eye on. San Benito hosting Westlaco, Hannah hosting Harlingen High, and Donna North hosting Brownsville Red. As that first pitch is going to be a ball. And one runner on first will get things started here for the Falcons.
The batter, number 7, the third baseman, Sidney Moore.
Sidney Moore, the third baseman here. The second batter Roberts will face on the night. Has Los Fresnos in third place in District 32-6A with 2 wins and 1 loss, while Harlingen South sits at 5th place with a 1-2 record and trying to bounce back here and avoid the third back-to-back loss here. So Roberts awaits his sign, pitch on the way, just 2 inside for a ball, 1-0 count on Sidney Moore. Thank you for tuning on Real Sports Live here. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. As a very windy start here to the game today. As that first pitch goes for a ball, 2-0 count. As we take a look at the rest of the lineup or how the Hawks line up defensively, Roberts is on the mound. Matt Flores is catching for Chase Roberts. At first base, it's John Castellanos. At second base, we have John Ana Bustamante. At third base, we have Matt Heap. As the ball's going to get past Flores, and Munoz will take a trip to second base. Finds the zone for a strike. 0-2 count on Padilla. Pitch on the way, just slow for a ball. 1-2. 2-1 count. As I got the count mistaken there, excuse me on that one. 2-1 count here on Padilla. Pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball. Now a 3-1 count. Roberts awaits his sign, trying to avoid a run from coming in with the 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone, and the runner is going to come in. As the third batter, Roberts will walk in the top of the first. Los Fresnos draws first blood. The bases remain loaded with no outs in the top of the first. Coming in for Jacob Sandoval, a big hitter.
Jacob Sandoval.
As Roberts awaits his sign, pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball. 1-0 count. As we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound, we're going to step away in the top of the first. Los Fresno leads 1-0. You're watching Real Sports Live.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path?
Welcome back here to the top of the first. Los Fresnos holding on to a 1-0 lead. With bases loaded, pitch on the way for Sandoval. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 evens up the count. Speaking to Coach Grassi and some of the Hawk players, saying that errors have been plaguing the team lately. They're trying to avoid that. I've been working on that all week, as that pitch is going to go for a ball. 2-1 count.
Get it in there, baby.
No outs in the top of the first. Roberts and company trying to put it away. That's not the start they were hoping for, as the pitch goes on the way. Gets popped up, fouled towards the back here. Beautiful day here. It's about early, low 80s, partly cloudy, but the wind just kicking up and causing a ruckus. Knocked over our equipment earlier, but we got it up and running. Swing and a miss for a strike. And that's going to be the first strikeout. 1 away here in the top of the first. Roberts catches Sandoval swinging.
The batter, number 4.
1 away here in the top of the first, as Hector Moniz, the right fielder, comes up to bat for Harlingen South. So I finished repeating the lineup, as Matt Flores will be up behind the plate. He's catching for Roberts at the moment. Xander Gossett is at right field. Noah Reels at left field. Ozzy Deda sitting at center fielder. Matt Heap at third base. Pitch goes on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball. 1-1 evens up the count. Pitch on the way. Missed the zone for a strike. 1-2 count. Now Roberts on the verge of forcing out number 2 in the top of the first. Roberts awaits his sign by Flores. Pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball. 2-2 count. Just missed the outside corner. Roberts awaiting his sign here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 2 away. And that's the second out and the second back-to-back strike for Roberts. Roberts with 2 strikeouts on the day now. And only faces Jose Cervantes, the second baseman, excuse me. Pitch on the way, in the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. A must win for Harlingen South to avoid going down in the standings, sitting at 5th place in 6A. Hit down the middle. Garcia's going to field it and turn it. He's going to bobble it, and one runner's going to come in. And Los Fresnos comes in off a bobble by Ethan Garcia. As another error there for Harlingen South has been plaguing them all district play. Now the bases will remain loaded. Roberts awaits his sign, gets it, pitch on the way. Finds the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. On Juan Garcia, the first baseman. Pitch on the way. Gonna get shot up to left. And go over the head of Rios as one run is gonna come in. An RBI here for Juan Garcia. 2 runs come in. A third runner on the way. And a 3 RBI double by Juan Garcia. And now the lead goes up to 5. Harlingen South up to a rude awakening here in the top of the first. Not how they wanted to start.
The batter, number 2.
As on an 0-1 pitch, Juan Garcia just takes a swing for the fence. Gets over the head of Noah Rios. Allowing 3 runners to come in. Now the lone runner at second is Juan Garcia. Pitch on the way in the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. Roberts trying to get the Hawks out of a slow, very horrendous start. As that pitch finds the outside corner for a strike, 0-2 count. Roberts, a perennial player, one of the leaders of this team. Only a junior, but has made his mark with over 10 strikeouts a game. His last game with 11 against Harlingen High. Pop-up goes up as Noah Rios is going to try to track it, and he reels it in for out number 3. But after a very horrendous start for Harlingen South, not how they wanted to start it off, Los Fresnos tacking on 5 runs. Can Harlingen South respond? Bottom of the first coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memory.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the bottom of the first. After a wild first inning for the Falcons, second on 5 runs. Chase Roberts with 2 strikeouts, with some clutch hitting by Juan Garcia and Matt Padilla to get things going here for the Falcons. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Harlingen South Hawks. John Adam Bustamante, the second baseman, leads off. John Castellanos, the first baseman, bats second. Chase Roberts, who's on the mound today, will be batting third. Ethan Garcia, the shortstop, batting fourth. Ozzy Deda, center fielder, batting fifth. DHing and batting for Matt Heap will be Kenji Reeser. Matt Flores will be batting seventh. He is behind the plate. At right field, Xander Castellanos will be batting eighth. And rounding it off is going to be Noah Rios at left field, batting ninth. So John Adam Bustamante steps up here, try to get things going for Harlingen South. Pitch on the way. First pitch goes for a ball, 1-0 count. That's Jose Cervantes. Excuse me, that's Oscar Franco who's on the mound. Ball gonna get shot up down the left field line, goes foul. 1-1 count against Bustamante. One and one here. Pitch on the way. Goes in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 count. Bustamante caught swinging. As John Castellanos, the first baseman, on deck. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. And it's going to be one away in the bottom of this first. Oscar Franco gets his first strikeout of the night. And Ketz Bustamante swinging, so one away here. Now John Castellanos. We have first base batting second, his older brother Luke. Played here last year for Harlingen South, exceptional player. Pitch on the way. In the dirt for a ball, 1-0 count. Franco waits his sign from Sandoval. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone, 2-0 count. Just a bit high and outside. So the sun's starting to drop here. Sun hitting right at the infield. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, 2-1 count. As Franco throws in a strike. Franco with one strikeout while Robert sits with 2 on the day. Pitch on the way. Castellanos with a shot. Be fielded by Munoz. He's going to turn it for out number 1.
The batter number 3.
As he finds Garcia at first base and puts Castellanos away. We take a look at that replay. Shot hit right to Munoz. And he finds Juan Garcia. Garcia came up big with that double, with that 3 RBI double in the top of the first. Now Chase Roberts steps up here to bat. Franco's pitch on the way. Foul tipped here, 0-1 counts. Roberts just got a piece of it. Ethan Garcia, the shortstop on deck for Harlingen South. Pitch on the way. As that one just 2 inside for a ball, 1-1 count. Almost got hit Roberts. Franco's pitch on the way. Roberts the shot. Gonna be caught by Munoz. Roberts line drive picked out of the air by Josh Munoz. Flashing the leather here as that's gonna take us to the top of the second. Los Fresnos holding on to a 5-0 lead. Top of the second coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A piece of cake by Ibadas and Harlingen.
Welcome back to the top of the second. World's Fresnos holding on to a 5-0 lead. Take a look at the play that ended at the bottom of the first. Roberts' line drive goes to Josh Munoz. She just picks it out of the air. The right hand of your screen, take a look at that replay. That shot goes up and he just picks it off. One for the highlight reel. So now Josh Munoz leads it back up here. Pitch for a ball just outside, 1-0 count. Harlingen South desperately trying to avoid their third straight loss. In the zone for a strike, 1-1 evens up the count. Harlingen South, a well-rounded ball club, just been plagued by errors all season long. Shot gets popped up high, and that's going to fall into the seats foul. 1-2 count here on Munoz. Munoz, who just ended the bottom of the first with a nasty pickoff. So hope you can hear me as the wind very, very strong. Roberts pitch on the way. In the dirt for a ball, 2-2 count. Just gets past Matt Flores. Sidney Moore, the third baseman, on deck for Los Fresnos. The race for 32 6A supremacy is underway, as Los Fresnos and San Benito and Harlingen High, both alone undefeateds. San Benito hosting Westlaco while Harlingen traveling to Brownsville, Hanna. Both games are currently underway. Try to get you a score update from those later on in the broadcast. As a full count now here on Moore. Pitch on the way. Give it shot up. And Rios is going to reel it in for out number 1.
The batter number 7, the third baseman, Sidney Moore.
Excuse me, that was Josh Munoz, who was still at bat. I got that mistaken. Sidney Moore is now batting here for the Falcons. Correction on that. One away here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way. That ball is going to go for a strike. 0-1 count this time on Moore. Apologize to the viewers watching at home. Roberts pitch on the way. Going to get popped up. That's going to fall right. Foul right on the net. Florida's trying to make the play, but it's going to be 0-2 count out here on Moore. Jermaine Castillo, the center fielder, on deck. Los Fresnos coming flying out of the gates. With clutch hitting here, as it was Juan Garcia, the first baseman, who brought in 3 runs with a double that went over the head of Noah Rios. 0-2 count now on Moore. Roberts' pitch on the way. Get a shot. Runner goes. This beat out. The first out here. As got past Castellanos, but Bustamante gets it. And Roberts runs the first to secure the second out.
Number 3, the center fielder, Jermaine.
Castellanos tried to scoop it off the dirt, but gets past him. Take a look at our replay. As he just gets past him, Bustamante fields and Roberts covering at first base to get out number 2. Now Jermaine Castillo, the center fielder, here on his at-bat. Second at-bat of the day. Pitch just misses the zone for a ball, 1-0 count. Roberts awaiting a sign from Flores. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. 3-0 count now here on Castillo. All 3 pitches lining outside. Roberts already throwing 48 pitches in 2 innings. Pitch on the way. As that's going to pick off Castillo. Now a runner's going to come in at first for the Falcons.
The batter number 6, the left fielder, Matt Padilla.
Now Matt Padilla here, the left fielder. Gonna try to tack on another run, and bring Castillo home. Roberts keeping an eye on Castillo. Pitch on the way. Just a bit high for a ball, 1-0 count. Flores was looking ready to pull the trigger on Castillo, who's taking the lead off first. As he takes his another lead, Roberts here not keeping him out of his sight. Awaiting his sign. Castillo taking the lead at first. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 2-0 count. 2 away here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way. Outside, 3-0 count. Still early on in the season in district play, but Harlingen South slowly falling behind with a 1-2 record, while Fresnos sits atop 2-1. Padilla is going to take a walk. Now runners at first and second for Harlingen South for Jacob Sandoval.
The batter, number 30, the catcher, Jacob Sandoval.
So Jacob Sandoval, the catcher, comes into bat now with runners at first and second. Has Castillo at second base and Padilla at first base. Roberts with 53 pitches, while Franco sits with 11. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 0-1 count on Sandoval. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 1-1, evens up the count. Roberts gets his sign. His pitch on the way. It's going to count as a swing as Sandoval hesitated a bit but gets past the plate. Now a 1-2 count. Roberts trying to put this inning away. Avoid another long inning. Pitch on the way. Runners going. That's going to get a piece of Sandoval. Now the bases will be loaded here for the Falcons. Now Coach Grassi is going to have a little talk with Roberts so we can step away for a few moments. Watching Real Sports Live.
Cookies and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At a piece of cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. The top of the second, a pitching change for the Hawks as Matt Heap is now on the mound. Chase Roberts' day is done, but he finishes with 2 strikeouts as Heap warms up and trying to take the Hawks out of the inning. Give you a quick recap of what's happened here so far. In the top of the first, the Falcons came flying hot out of the gates with some nice hitting by Matt Padilla and Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia, who tacked on 3 runs with a 3 RBI double down the left field.
Chase Roberts. And now pitching, number 10, Matt Heap.
So now Chase Roberts will be at third base, and Matt Heap will be now on the mound. As play resumes back up here. Now Heap is going to face Jose Cervantes. Excuse me, not Hector Moniz, excuse me. Pitch on the way by Heap. Just misses for a ball here. 1-0 count. 1-0 count here on Hector Moniz, the right fielder. In the zone for a strike, 1-1 count.
There we go.
Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 1-2 count. Heap trying to take the Hawks out of the top of the second with the bases loaded. Castillo at third base, Padilla at second, and Sandoval at first base. Pitch on the way by Heap. Shot goes foul down the left field line. 1-2 count remains. Jose Cervantes, the second baseman, on deck. Pitch on the way. Popped up foul. 1-2 count. Muniz battling here, trying to stay alive, trying to keep the inning in his at bat alive as well. As Harlingen South trying to get out of the jam. Heap awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. Shot goes foul down the left field line. The third foul. Back-to-back fouls. 3 consecutive foul balls in a row here for Muniz, who's battling, staying alive. He's determined to keep the at-bat and the inning alive. The 1-2 count against him and 2 outs with the bases loaded for the Falcons. Heap with 6 counts here, coming in to replace Chase Roberts. As Cervantes is going to take a quick break here, take a little breather. Hector Moniz, excuse me, trying to take a breather. Jose Cervantes on deck. Pitch on the way. Low for a ball, 2-2 count. Heap keeping an eye on the runners here. A 2-2 count on Muniz. Heap's pitch on the way. Hits up here. Roberts is going to field. He's going to step on the bag, and that's going to retire the side. But another destructive inning here for the Hawks. As Chase Roberts has been taken out of the game, and Matthew Heap comes in and gets the job done here. Los Fresnos holding on to a 5-0 lead. The bottom of the second coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
They pick up no runs on no hits.
To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. The bottom of the second, Los Fresnos holding on to a 5-0 lead over Harlingen South. As Ethan Garcia here, the shortstop, leading things off here in the bottom of the second. He will be followed by Ozzy Herrera and by Kenji Reeser. Pitch on the way by Franco. He's going to go for a strike, 0-1 count. Franco's pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, 0-2 count. Just inside, finds the inside corner. 0-2 count on Garcia. Franco waits his sign from Sandoval. Pitch on the way. In the dirt for a ball, 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Outside in the dirt, 2-2 count. Ozzy did have a center fielder on deck for Harlingen South. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. Garcia gets caught swinging. Second strikeout of the day for Franco, and that's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the second.
The batter, number 9, the center fielder, Ozzy Herrera.
Now Ozzy Herrera here, trying to get things going for Harlingen South as Franco's working on the second out and his third strikeout of the day. Herrera with a shot, goes over the head of Cervantes, and now a base hit for Ozzy Herrera. Ozzy Herrera taking a shot to right field, goes over the head of Jose Cervantes. Take a look at the split screen replay as he goes opposite. On the first pitch, takes a swing at it. Now Kenji Reeser coming in. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike, and that's going to go. And that will steal second base off a swing and a miss in the dirt by Reeser. Oh, 1 count on Reeser here as he tries to bring in and run. Herrera, who was at first with a single, just stole second base. Franco's pitch on the way in the dirt. Herrera's going to make a run for third, and he will get there safely. Now Herrera with 2 stolen bases off 2 wild pitches here by Franco. On the first pitch thrown at him. Then off 2 low balls here, he takes two steals, seals second and third. Now he's at third base, and Reeser just took a hit. So now runners to the corner for South, trying to get something going here. Franco awaits his sign. 0-1 count on Flores. That's Franco not letting it out or Reeser out of his sights at the corners. Both taking leads. Franco's pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 0-2 count on Flores. 0-2 count on Flores here as he tries to get something going for Arlington South with one away. Flores' pitch on the way. Gets to get a piece of it. It's going to go foul down the right field line. Flores battling here, trying to keep his at-bat alive. Thank you for tuning in on Real Sports Live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Joining me, Eddie Eduardo. Always a pleasure to work with him. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. That's going to be 2 away in the bottom of the second. And it's going to be Franco's third KO of the night. Now Xander Cáceres here. The potential final out here for the Hawks. As they're trying to get something going here. Runners on the corners. Broncos pitch on the way. Cáceres going to take a chip of it. Foul. 0-1 count. There's plenty of District 32 6A action going on all around here as Sam Dita hosting at Weslaco, while Hannah hosting Harlingen, and Donna North hosting Bronzo Rivera. Games to watch are the Harlingen and San Benito game as they're the lone unbeaten in 32 6A and try to keep it that way. Weslaco came off a win against Harlingen South on Thursday night, trying to put an end to San Benito's winning streak in district. Broncos pitch on the way, 0-1 count. Cáceres takes a shot of it. It's going to get past. It's going to be turned away here by Munoz. And that's going to leave runners stranded at the corners. And Los Fresnos answers back defensively, holding on to that 5-0 lead. Top of the third coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?